You see that Filipino dude in a singlet with 300 pounds in front of him? That's me. My name is Lawrence, and I'm an Olympic weightlifter. I've been doing this for over 10 years now, and this is an attempt at a big PR. As you can probably tell, I'm extremely excited about this milestone lift. And all the energy in the room got me thinking about my progress and how it's measured. I mean, how do I really know I'm getting better? Is it because I'm 5'3" and I'm getting closer to dunking a basketball? Maybe it's because my flexibility is improving and my strength through range of motion is increasing. Or maybe it's because I've sharpened my mental fortitude, because even clean and jerking next to a moving train with no lifters and no belt doesn't faze me. Or maybe it's the display of footwork and hand-eye coordination that I used to demolish Jonathan Dela Cruz in ping pong. I'm not really sure, but one thing is certain. Olympic weightlifting is an objective sport where the number that you lift tells a tangible story. But I am here to tell you that progress can be measured by other factors too. Here's the attempt right before my all-time PR. This is 133 kilos, and it is a weight that I've never lifted in the gym, making it a gym PR. Two things to note here. It's the best 133 I've ever done, and it's technically a lot better than my 136 or 300 pounds. The theme of the rest of the video is perspective and mental framing. We're gonna use the lifts of the past to tell the story of how much better we are now to demonstrate and measure progress. The lift you're seeing now is also 133 kilos, but from 1 month ago. You may not be able to tell the difference, but it is a little bit more difficult, and the only difference is 1 more month of training. But let's go back even further. The weight on the bar now is 131 kilos, and it's from 9 months ago at the American Open Finals in Atlanta, Georgia. With a difference of 9 months of training, you can see that the weight almost kills me. It's a huge difference in how I'm able to move now. Here's 128 kilos on the bar. At this time, it was a huge competition PR for me, which illustrates the point that perspective on how you used to move versus how you currently move demonstrates progress. The actual weight on the bar doesn't have to be the only indicator for improvement. Look at the movement on your older lifts and tell me you don't see a difference. But hey, maybe that's not enough proof for you. Let's go back to current day. Here we have 125 kilos on the bar. I'm not gonna say it's the easiest lift, but it definitely feels like a warm-up attempt in the back room, which is huge progress for me. I mean, let's take some perspective. Here's a video from just over 2 months ago at 2023 Senior Nationals, where I swept silver medals across the board and became the second best 61 kilogram lifter in the country. Again, 125 kilos. Notice how I shifted backwards in the recovery of the clean. Notice how it takes some time for me to stabilize a jerk. With a little bit of perspective, I can appreciate the fact that now that same weight is much easier for me. Let's go back even further. Exactly 1 year prior at 2022 Senior Nationals in my hometown, Las Vegas, Nevada. The same weight is on the bar at 125 kilos, and I'm still competing in the 61 kilogram weight class. This attempt would be a competition clean and jerk PR at the time. Let's just watch what happens. Solid clean. I adjust my grip. Missed jerk. But you know why I look at that miss so optimistically or with a positive mindset? It's because I'm missing better. I bet you're confused. You'll understand if we go back even further. 125 is a weight that I couldn't even clean before, and with a little bit of perspective, I'm able to appreciate when I miss better. So what if I miss the jerk in nationals? I still cleaned it, and my movement is much better now. But maybe you're not convinced. Maybe you still believe that absolute PRs are everything and movement PRs aren't really a thing. Let's go back to current day. 110 is on the bar. I power cleaned it. I jerked it, even re-racked it, and then jerked it again. That weight is an absolute toy in my hand today, but that's not the way it always was. 2 years ago at the Barbarian meet in Van Nuys, California, 110 kilos was still a weight I would attempt on the competition platform. It's still relatively light at this meet, but it's not a weight I could easily power clean. But let me take you way back to 9 years ago, to a time when 110 was a weight that I was absolutely excited about. I definitely couldn't power clean it, and I wasn't even sure I could jerk it. One thing I did know is that bar was getting slammed. I'm gonna guess right about now you're getting bored of all the clean and jerks. Let's talk about the snatch. This is the snatch session right before I PR'd my clean and jerk. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. It's the heavy session, and people always ask, what are you planning on snatching? Or what are you trying to clean and jerk? And I always respond by saying, I don't know, we'll see. But the truth is, I always know the exact number I want to lift. Today's session, I wanted to PR my snatch at 110 kilos. Right now, I have 95 kilos on the bar, and the session is going perfectly as planned. But what did Mike Tyson say about plans? Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. And my first attempt at 100 kilos was the punch to my ego that really started to ruin my session. And honestly, I was starting to get real pissed off. It wasn't just the first attempt either. My negative attitude started bleeding into my second attempt. With all the training I've been doing, I'm supposed to be able to crush 100 kilos anytime. But if I learned anything, it's that this sport is just as mental as it is physical. And now we're at the third attempt at 100 kilos. Yes, I make the lift, but I'm not happy with it, which brings me to the point I'm trying to make. Remember earlier when I was talking about mental reframing? I want to be able to change your perspective on how you view a situation or a lift with this video. Here we have a video of my first weightlifting meet ever from about 9.5 years ago. 100 kilos is loaded on the bar. It's a very hard clean, and it doesn't get any easier. The squat jerk is even tougher. Let's take a little perspective. Here we have 103 kilos, and I just snatched it. Perspective and mental reframing tells me I'm getting better. So I'm not too upset that I didn't snatch 110. Things could be worse. I could have smashed my face into the floor trying to do ring muscle ups. Anyways, to sum things up, don't be too hard on yourself because you didn't PR. You're probably better than you think, and you're probably not giving yourself enough credit. Thanks for watching.